Alright, this is a quick and simple video for the guys at Notebook Review that were referring to the broken posts for their video card on their Sager 9262. This is the glue I was referring to. This is just one brand of CA glue. This is the brand that I particularly prefer. It's by a company called Mercury Adhesives. I find it to be a little bit better quality than some of the other CA glues out there, but we use this on a daily basis in the car audio industry. So you guys can pretty much buy, whatever your local hobby shop has on the shelf. Any of them will work more than adequately for what you're doing. So this is by Mercury Adhesives. This is the M1100G. This is, I don't know if you could see that, this is the thick viscosity, which is what you want. You want to either get the thick or the gel. You don't want the thin viscosity because it runs like water. This is the accelerator, or otherwise known as the activator. This is the MH16 by Mercury Adhesives. It's a two-part process. It's pretty much very simple to do. I'm just going to set this down on a base here so I can grab a piece of plastic here to show you kind of how it works. I'm just going to actually, you might even hear this, snap a little piece off of this. Okay, I have this piece of plastic which actually comes from a installation kit for a car that we've cut apart to use pieces of. As you can see, I've shown other people how to do this on the same piece of plastic before. Here's the piece that I snapped off of here. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to bond this piece to this piece, which is pretty much similar to what you're going to be doing when you bond down your connection points for your video card. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the glue. We're just going to put a small amount of it here, which you wouldn't probably even need nearly that much. We're going to take this piece, and for the first step we're just going to kind of get that glue around all the corners. And then if I can get my finger in here to hold this, I don't know if you can see that, we're just going to take the activator and we're going to spray the activator on the edges. Pretty simple. You can see the accelerator drying. It's an alcohol-based accelerator, so it will not damage any of your plastics or any of your motherboard components. Also, the glue is non-conductive, so if you do happen to get some of it on a part of your motherboard, it's not going to damage or cause any circuits to malfunction. That's the first step to the process. Basically, you would put a small dab on there and then press down on the joint to the video card and spray the accelerator on that joint. Basically, that's just starting the bond. And then you're going to take your glue and you're then going to go around the edge of what we just glued, pretty much like this, if you can kind of see what I just did there. And then again, we're going to take the accelerator, we're going to spray a few squirts on there and just give that probably a mere, I don't know, 10 seconds to dry, and that's it. That's dry. That's how fast it is. Okay? For this particular piece of plastic, just so I could show you how strong the glue actually is, we're going to also run just a small bead of it back here. This is what we would normally do in our daily use when we use this particular glue, is glue on all sides. And that's it. That side there is dry. I don't know if you can see the joint there and the joints there. And basically, that's it. That piece is dry. Now, if you can see how strong this glue actually is, I don't know how well you could see how far I'm actually flexing that. I mean, that is not going to come off of there. This area here which is not glued, would actually snap before this joint came apart. And I'm not pressing here, I'm just holding just the edge, and you can see how strong that glue really is. This will by all means hold that video card in place. Actually, if I bend this back enough, this piece will actually break before the rest of this. So we use this daily in the car audio industry for molding plastics together, and we end up grinding these joints down and basically using a filler to smooth this area out for when we make panels that mold into the factory dash pieces and door pieces, things like that nature. So anyway, that is the glue. It's known as CA glue. It cannot be found at any local like Walmart's or Home Depot's. They do not sell this type of glue. Maybe yours does, but there's nobody around here that does. About the only place that you're able to actually get this glue is at a local hobby shop, or you can order it online. But this particular glue we buy by the case. This glue costs us, I think, about $5 to $6 a bottle, and the activator is, I think, about $4, $3 and change. You probably would find the prices a little bit higher in a local store, but I really don't think you should spend more than maximum maybe $12 to $15 on the pair. But using those two things, they will 100% glue those joints back together, and once they are glued, you will not have to worry about them again. So that was just a quick tutorial for you. I hope that helps, and that will fix your joints for your video card on your 9262.